Hello, my dubing friends. This is Miss Valerie. How are you? We're talking a little bit this week about our community helpers. And we were talking about some of the things that are community helpers. And one of the things that we talked about today was I was a chef. I am a chef. I love cooking. And chefs make a lot of food for a lot of people in a lot of places. Some chefs work in restaurants, some work in hospitals, some work in schools, some work out of their homes. Today, I'm going to show you how to make an apple pie. I had some apples and I wanted to make something, and so I wanted to show you a little bit about how to make an apple. I'll show your parents the recipe. I'll send it off to them. But essentially, we're going to make this right here. It's an apple pie, and they are very tasty. And you don't need a whole awful lot to be able to make an apple pie. I already put together most of the stuff so that all I have to do is kind of mix it, put it into the pie shell, and then put it into the oven. But basically, you have flour, a little bit of flour, a little bit of sugar, some nutmeg and apple pie spice, a little bit of lemon to keep your apples from turning brown. We have apples. I have 5 large green apples, and I've taken the skin off of them, and I've cored the center out of them so there's no seeds, and I've cut them into nice thin shapes. Okay, so we got a lot of those all cut up. So I took the flour, and I took the sugar and the salt and the butter, and we're going to mix that all in just a little bit together, and we're going to mix those apples in there. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. Okay, we're going to mix that. Get it all mixed in together, and we're going to put our apples in there. And when the apples go in there, we're going to stir those too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump those apples in there. Yum. Lots of apples. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to see if there's a possibility that I can put my phone in my little holder for just one moment while I get this stirred up. I'm not sure it'll work, but I'm going to try it anyways, because that's the way I roll sometimes. You know this about me, right? It's okay. We're okay. Okay. I'm going to stick this in back of here. Slide it back. And see if we can stir that up. Sorry about that. Okay, I need both hands, one to hold on to the bowl while I stir it around. I don't want to send my apple pie slices all over the place. Hopefully you got your handouts today and you were able to draw on them just a little bit, maybe color them a little bit. We had firemen, we had mailmen, we had all kinds of things. Construction men. I know some of you might want to be construction men when you grow up. You like building things like towers. You also like knocking them down, but I think you guys like building them just as much. Okay. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of the flour in there. I don't think there's enough in there. I don't want the apple pie to be runny. So I'm going to also add a little more of my cinnamon in there. I love cinnamon in my apple pie. So altering recipes is a lot of fun too. There's no real wrong or right way to do some things sometimes. Cooking is one of those things. You can alter it around until it tastes the way that you want it to taste. We like apple pie in our house. Okay, so I have pie crust, ready-made pie crust that I've unfolded, and I put one of them at the bottom here, at the bottom of my pie pan, and then I have another one over there we're going to put on the top. When I get done mixing these around, I'm going to put a little more of the nutmeg in there. I thought I had enough in there, but I like it when it has a little more flavor in it. I can kind of tell by how it looks and how it smells whether or not it's right. That is going to smell very tasty when it's cooking. All right, I think we've got this ready to go. Yummy. Okay, so I'm going to pour that into this, my pie pan. I have a pie crust at the bottom, and I'm going to have a pie crust on top. It is going to be very tasty. I try to do cooking late at night so I don't heat up my house. I don't have to use as much electricity and stuff. So we're going to pour all of that in there, and it's okay. Just keep moving it around until you can kind of get it into that pie pan. It is going to be delicious. Okay, now I'm going to put on the top crust. I'm going to rinse my hands off a little bit there. Okay, so here's my top. Okay, I already have it all sectioned off, and I'm going to put it on top of the pie. It's in fourths, so I'm putting it open and then open again. You put little slits in the top of it so it can breathe while it's cooking, and so that the crust is nice and flaky. I'm just going to go around the outside of the pie here, and I'm going to seal it together, the top and the bottom. You kind of pinch it together like this. Pinch it. I'll show you when we get done. I'll take my phone out and then I'll show you. You can do this with your parents, or maybe when we get back to school. Maybe we'll do it at school one day. We'll get all the ingredients ready, and then you guys can help me make a pie, and we'll get Miss Nancy to let us use her oven. She loves it when we cook things and use her oven. I bet she misses you guys real much. I loves hearing you guys up the hallway, because we're right down the hallway from here, and she can hear all the kinds of noises that we make when we're singing and dancing and laughing. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon sugar on the top of my pie crust, because we like it that way. think my grandma always did it like this. There's no rhyme or reason for it. She always did it, so I guess I always do it because she always did it. And I always like the way it tastes, so a little bit of cinnamon sugar goes on top of the apple pie. All right. Spread that around a little bit. All right, my friends. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to put it on a pie plate thing so it doesn't make a mess in my oven. Okay, let me grab this. All right, so here we go. Ready to go into the oven is our apple pie. And in about 50 minutes, that apple pie is going to be done. We have the temperature on 425. Okay, never use the oven without your parents' consent. Always ask your parents if it's okay if you help them. Here we go. Slide that right over there. Pretty slick, huh? Got it on there with no problem. Okay, so we're going to open up the oven right here. And I'm going to put this back down again for a second. Hold on a second here. Woo. It's a little bit hard to keep this thing from sliding out of this little contraption I've created here to kind of hold my phone, but we're going to do the best we can. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to put it in the oven, and it's going to be 50 minutes. I'm going to set my timer, hit start, and there you go. This chef right here has a pie in the oven, and I can't wait to eat it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.